The scene begins in the bustling tents of Abraham, with laughter and joy resonating as the family gathered to celebrate a momentous day. Isaac was to be weaned, and a grand celebration had been prepared. The atmosphere was light and full of expectancy, with Abraham in high spirits seeing his beloved son Isaac amidst the festivities. However, in a corner away from the laughter, Sarah's sharp eyes caught something that disturbed her deeply. Ishmael, Abraham's other son, was mocking Isaac. This was a critical moment for Sarah, as protective instincts surged within her. She couldn't bear the thought of her Isaac being demeaned or having to compromise for Ishmael. Steeling herself, Sarah approached Abraham, her voice determined and unyielding as she demanded, "Cast out this slave woman and her son, for the son of this slave woman shall not be heir with my son Isaac." Her words were as precise as an arrow to the heart, yet rooted in the complex emotional landscape of love and fear for Isaac's inheritance and future. Abraham was troubled. The request from Sarah caused him great distress because Ishmael was also his son, his own flesh and blood. A turmoil brewed within him between the responsibilities as a father and the peace within his household. But as he pondered, a divine message calmed his heart. God spoke to him, reassuring, "Be not displeased because of the boy and your slave woman. Whatever Sarah says to you, do as she tells you, for through Isaac shall your offspring be named. Yet, I will make a nation of the son of the slave woman also, because he is your offspring." Convinced by divine will, Abraham faced the uncomfortable task with a heavy heart. At dawn's first light, Abraham awoke, filled a leather flask with water, packed bread, and gently placed them on Hagar's shoulders. With a bittersweet farewell, he sent Hagar and Ishmael away. Despite the sadness that clung to his actions, he trusted in the promise that came with the divine assurance. As Hagar wandered through the harsh sands of Beersheba, the resourceful woman soon found herself and her son in dire straits when the water ran out. Exhausted, she placed Ishmael in the shade of a bush and retreated, unable to watch her child suffer. Grief-stricken, she cried out in despair while sitting a distance away, "Let me not look on the death of the child." But God heard the boy crying, and the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven, "Hagar, what is wrong? Do not be afraid. God has heard the boy crying, lying there on the ground. Rise, lift up the boy, and hold him fast with your hand, for I will make him into a great nation." Suddenly, Hagar's eyes were opened, and there before her was a well of water, a symbol of hope and sustenance. She rushed to fill the flask, offering Ishmael the vitality he desperately needed. Ishmael grew under the compassionate watch of the Creator, embracing the life in the wild as he matured into a skilled archer. He thrived in the deserts of Paran, living under the expanse of the endless skies. Meanwhile, Hagar, devoted as a mother, found him a suitable Egyptian bride, ensuring his heritage and culture endured.